Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sanjeev Sharma from Government College, Nadon, Himachal Pradesh. Today we are going to talk on module problems created by changing price level, approaches to price level from paper Accounting and Financial Analysis. After studying this module, the students may able to understand the need and importance of accounting for price levels changes, explain methods, techniques of price level or inflation accounting, discuss the limitation of accounting for price levels. Accounting is known as the language of business. It is necessary for every business concern to present true and fair view of the operating and financial position of the concern. It helps the various stakeholders such as shareholders, investors, creditors and others to study and to take various important decisions related to business. Prices of goods and services keep on changing over a period of time. The prices are affected by various factors such as economic, political or social. Changes in price level results in inaccurate presentation of financial statements. Historical cost method has now become irrelevant in order to provide the solution of the problems created with historical costing. Accounting for changing price level has been recommended. The changes in the price levels can be divided into two parts: inflation and deflation. A rise in general price level is called inflation, whereas fall in general price level is called deflation. And due to inflation, purchasing power of money declines, and due to deflation, purchasing power of money increases. So it simply means if there is a rising trend in prices, the purchasing power of money will decline, and if there is falling trend in prices, then the purchasing power of money will increase. This figure shows the impact of changes in price level on the financial statements. Now, it is clear from the figure that financial statements present true and fair view of the operating and financial position of the concern. These are prepared with this objective, that we have to present true and fair view of the operating and financial position of the concern. But due to changes in price levels, it means if there are rising or falling price situations in the environment, then changes in price levels result in inaccurate presentation of financial statements. It means changes in price levels affect financial statements negatively, and due to this, the financial statements present inaccurate results. They are not able to show the accurate financial position and profitability of the concern. And if the financial statements or final accounts are not accurate, then the decisions which are taken by various stakeholders on the basis of these financial statements are not going to be correct. Now, what is the meaning of historical cost? Historical cost is original cost incurred at the time of a transaction takes place. There is difference in original cost, replacement cost and current cost or inflation adjusted cost. For example, if a land purchased in 2010 at cost of rupees 1 lakh and it is still in the ownership of the buyer, it will be presented on buyer's balance sheet at cost or historical cost of 1 lakh. It may be possible that its current value, replacement cost, inflation adjusted cost are more than original cost. Some of the important points related with historical cost are assumption. Historical cost is based on assumption that monetary units remains stable. Recording of assets is done at their actual cost. Under historical cost system, recording of assets is done at their actual cost. And recording of liabilities, the liabilities are recorded at the amount at which these are incurred. Historical accounting is based on the assumption that monetary unit remains stable. This assumption does not remain well in present changing business world. In reality, the value of assets and liabilities of an enterprise is affected by the changes in purchasing power of money. For example, decline in purchasing power of money results in overstatement of profit and understatement of assets. Thus, the traditional method based on historical costing fails to provide the accurate business results under situations of changing prices. So in present scenario, historical cost method has become irrelevant. In order to get rid of the problems related with historical costing, accounting for price level changes has been recommended. The accounting for price level changes is a technique in which transactions of business are recorded at current values, and it makes an attempt to neutralize the impact of changing price levels on the transaction of business. Accounting for price level changes is also known as inflation accounting. In this figure, it is clear that due to adoption of historical cost for fixed assets and for charging depreciation, for inventories and other items of assets and liabilities, the financial statements become difficult to interpret because we are using the historical costs. So these statements become difficult to interpret and provide inaccurate and misleading information. Further, due to historical costing, these financial statements, the statement of financial position and income statement, fail to reveal operating efficiency and financial health of the concern. The information provided by these financial statements, which are prepared on the basis of historical costing, are not going to be correct or accurate. Now, what is the solution? It is also provided in this figure that solution of this problem, the solution of the limitations of historical cost method is accounting for price level changes. Now, what is the role of accounting for price level changes? Why accounting for price level changes is preferred on historical costing? Why inflation costing is preferred over historical costing? The answer of this question is provided by this figure. In this figure, current revenue and current cost is given, and this current revenue and current cost is matched by accounting for price level changes, which shows that in inflation accounting provide accurate picture of profitability by matching current revenue with current cost, whereas in historical costing we are not using the word current, we are using historical. We are taking historical values, and due to taking historical cost, the results are not accurate. The results are not correct. Now, what is the need of accounting for price level changes? Why inflation accounting is needed? It is the big question, and it is answered by this particular figure. It shows that accounts, when they are based on historical cost, fail to present the true and fair view.
they are not able to recognize the gains or losses which arise from inflation or deflation. These are not recognized by historical costing system. And when accounts are prepared by historical costing system, they present distorted picture of operations. Comparisons become irrelevant in historical cost system. Problem of undercapitalization may occur. If we are using the historical cost system, the problem of undercapitalization may occur in organization, and it may result in erosion of real capital. These are the problems, and due to these problems, need of accounting for price level changes arise. Accounting for price level changes provide solution of all these problems.
What is the need of accounting for price level changes? Price level changes accounting is needed because historical costs fail to present the true and fair value. The main objective of maintaining accounts is to present or prepare income and financial statement to present the financial position of the business entity in front of interested parties. In case of price level changes, the historical cost fail to present true and fair view of the business performance and health. Non-recognition of gains and losses. In the times of changing price levels, the traditional accounting based on historical cost convention does not recognize the gains arising due to increasing prices at the time of inflation or losses arising at the times of deflation. Further, distorted picture of operation. If accounting records are maintained on historical cost basis, the net profit or loss will present a distorted picture of business operations.
Irrelevant comparison. If the financial statements are based on conventional method of accounting, then these become incomparable over a number of years. In times of constantly changing price levels, any attempt made for comparative analysis would not be useful. Problem of undercapitalization. In times of rising prices, the depreciation provisions created on the basis of historical cost becomes inadequate. When we have to replace the assets, these provisions become inadequate, and due to this, the business may operate undercapitalized. So, this results in a problem of undercapitalization. Erosion of real capital. The erosion of real capital takes place in times of inflation due to rise in price levels, as depreciation on fixed asset is charged at inadequate rate. Further, consumption of inventory to revenue earning is charged at inadequate rate in traditional method of accounting. It is important to have the knowledge of various methods and techniques which are used in price level accounting. There are mainly 4 methods: CPP, RCA, CVA, CCA. CPP means current purchasing power method. RCA, replacement cost accounting method. CVA, current value accounting method. CCA, current cost accounting method. All these methods are shown in this figure, and this figure makes clear that there are 4 techniques which can be used in price level accounting, or there are 4 methods which can be used in price level accounting or inflation accounting. The first is current purchasing power method, second is replacement cost method, third is current value accounting method, Next is current cost accounting method.
Current purchasing power method. Current purchasing power method or CPP method is used for adjusting financial statement during inflationary period. According to this method, the business keeps its accounts on the basis of conventional historical cost system. However, it further requires preparation of supplementary statement at the end of the accounting period. This supplementary statement shows all items of the financial statements in terms of the purchasing power of currency or value of rupee as at the end of the period.
Features of current purchasing power method are shown with the help of this figure. And according to this, preparation of financial statements on the basis of historical cost. Under this method, the financial statements are prepared on the basis of historical cost. Conversion technique. And we have to use some conversion techniques in this method, and we have to classify the accounts in different categories for the purpose of using this method. These are the features. These are three features of this particular method. Preparation of financial statements on the basis of historical cost. According to this method, the income statement, that is profit and loss account, and statement of financial position, that is balance sheet, are prepared on the basis of historical cost. Further, this method requires that final accounts of a business should be attached by a supplementary statement. This statement must show changes that have taken place in the financial items of the business due to changes in purchasing power of money or value of money. It is also clear from the figure that in this method, two types of statements are prepared. One is financial statement, which include income statement and balance sheet. These are prepared on the basis of historical cost. And another statements, that is supplementary statement. It is prepared to show the changes that have taken place in the financial items of the business due to changes in purchasing power of money or value of money. Conversion technique. According to this method, historical figures presented in financial statement must be converted into current figure by considering the current purchasing power of money. The conversion of figures which are given in basic financial statement into the figures in the supplementary statement should be done by taking following steps. First of all, use journal price index. The conversion of figures is done by using a journal price index. For this purpose, the consumer price index or the wholesale price index published by Reserve Bank of India can be taken. Conversion formula. The items of financial statement are converted with the help of following formula. CA is equal to CPI divided by PPI multiplied by HA. Now, what is the meaning of CPP? Current purchasing power. CPI means current journal price index. PPI represents previous price index at the date of existing figure. CA converted amount. HA historical amount. For the purpose of converting historical figure into current purchasing power of money, the financial accounts can be classified into two major categories, namely monetary accounts and non-monetary accounts. Monetary accounts represent such assets and liabilities or balance sheet items. These represent assets, liabilities or balance sheet items which are not subject to reassessment because the value of these items do not change with a change in purchasing power of money. The example of such items are cash, bills receivable or payable, debtors or creditors, outstanding incomes or expenditures, etc. And non-monetary accounts include such items of balance sheet which are subject to reassessment because the value of these is affected by changes in the purchasing power of money. The example of such items are stock, plant, building, furniture, etc. Now it is important to note that only non-monetary accounts or items are adjusted to the current purchasing power of money and restated in the supplementary statement. Now this figure shows that under current purchasing power method, accounts can be divided into two parts. One is monetary and second is non-monetary. And monetary accounts do not change with the change in purchasing power of money. They are not going to be affected with the changes which are taking place in purchasing power of money. Whereas non-monetary accounts are adjusted to the current purchasing power of money and these are restated in the supplementary statement because these are affected by changes which are taking place in purchasing power of money. Limitation of CPP method. Now there are numbers of limitations of CPP method and these are shown in this figure. This method uses single average index number and selection of particular index number is a difficult task. Further, it is costly and time consuming process. It does not provide true picture about the financial status and not suitable for the purpose of taxation. These are the limitations of this method. Use of single average index number. In CPP method, general price index is used and this index number cannot be used with precise to individual financial items of the balance sheet. Selection of particular index number is a difficult job as it is difficult to select a particular index number as different price index numbers are needed in different price situations. Current price purchasing power method requires preparation of adjusted financial statements, which is a costly and time consuming process. CPP method exclude monetary accounts while preparing adjusted financial statements. Only non-monetary accounts are shown in adjusted financial statements or supplementary financial statements. The exclusion of monetary accounts cannot give true picture of a business concern. CPP method is not suitable for the purpose of taxation as it is not acceptable. This method is not acceptable by Income Tax Act 1961. Replacement cost accounting method. With the purpose to overcome the limitations of current purchasing power method, replacement cost accounting RCA method had been developed. The main limitation of CPP method is that it is based on general price index and does not take into account the individual price index related with specific assets. Replacement cost accounting method is not based on general price index and takes into account the individual price index which is directly related with particular assets. It has also received great attention as it plays important role in solving problems related with financial reporting that arise due to rapidly growing prices. Features of replacement cost accounting method are shown in this figure, and this figure shows that this method creates sufficient provision for replacement, use replacement cost, and matching current cost with current revenue, and reporting balance sheet, and use directly relevant indexes. In this method, directly relevant index numbers are used. These are the features of this method and these are shown in this figure. Replacement cost method create sufficient provision to meet the requirements of replacement of fixed assets. Use of replacement cost. In replacement cost accounting method, the changes to profit and loss account are governed by replacement cost. In it, the amount of expenses should be reported equal to the amount of rupees needed at the time of expenses incurred to replace the resources used. For example, if a firm sold X product on 30th April 2015 for 10,000 and product X was purchased by firm on 20th January 2010 for 5,000. At the time of sale, the cost to replace product is rupees 7,000. Then under replacement cost accounting system, it will treat income statement by showing sale rupees 10,000 and cost of goods sold 7,000. It means cost of goods sold is taken at the time of sale, the cost to replace that product, not original cost. In this method, original cost is ignored and replacement cost is taken for calculating the profit. The reason behind taking expenses in terms of replacement cost is that any income that shown in the profit and loss account is matched with the current cost of the resource which were used to earn that revenue. So this method is using matching, make a proper match between revenue and expenses. Reporting in balance sheet. In replacement cost accounting method, all of the non-monetary items are reported in the balance sheet at replacement cost. Use of directly relevant indexes. Replacement cost accounting method use indexes which are directly relevant to particular financial item rather than general price index. What are the limitations of replacement cost method? Main demerit of cost method are difficult. Replacement cost accounting method requires using a number of price indexes for the purpose of converting the financial items in the statement, and selection of relevant price index to be used in particular case is a difficult cause. So this method is difficult to use. Subjectivity. Replacement cost accounting method involves an element of subjectivity also. Difference between replacement cost method and CPP method. RCA and CPP method is shown in this figure. Different indexes directly relevant to particular financial item are used in RCA method, replacement cost accounting method, whereas current purchasing power method uses a single index, that is general price index, that may be consumer price index or wholesale price index, which is issued by RBI. Whereas RCA use different indexes for different financial items. We are using in this method the specific index which will fit for specific item, whereas in CPP general price index is used.
Current value accounting method. Current value or fair value accounting has been developed for the purpose of substituting historical cost accounting. Under this method, items in the balance sheet are shown at their current values. In this method, value of net assets at the beginning and at the end of the accounting period is ascertained. Then, the difference between values of net assets at the beginning and at the end of the accounting period is ascertained, and this difference is termed as profit and loss for the period.
Current value accounting method take the difference between value of net assets at the beginning of the accounting period and value of net assets at the end of the accounting period. It is clear from this figure that comparison between these two items is done, and the difference between these two items may be profit or loss for the period. So if we have to calculate profit or loss under this method, we have to compare the value of net assets at the beginning of the accounting period and value of net asset at the end of the accounting period. Now, merits of current value accounting method. Current value accounting shows economic reality by using current values to financial items in the financial statements. So it depicts economic reality, and demerits of this method are difficult tasks. Current value accounting requires current values of items of the balance sheet, and the determination of relevant current value is a difficult task. Current value accounting involves an element of subjectivity also. These are the limitations of this method.
Current cost accounting method. To consider and recommend the accounting for price level changes, the British government had appointed a committee in 1973. The chairman of the committee was Mr. Francis C.P. Sunderland. The committee is also known as Sunderland Committee. This committee presented its report on 25th June 1975 and recommended the current cost accounting technique for financial reporting in place of CPP or RCA techniques for price level changes. The committee considered CCA as a comprehensive technique of accounting for inflation. The CCA method matches current revenue with the current cost of resources which are consumed in earning them. The current cost accounting method is termed as specific price level approach.
Now, basic principles which are used in current cost accounting method or technique are important to understand. For understanding this method, these principles should be clear, and these are unit of measurement, values of assets and liabilities, depreciation of fixed assets, value of inventory, cost of goods sold, revaluation reserve account, and annual accounts. Now we have to discuss all these items, all these principles in detail, and this method is based upon these principles. For understanding this method, these principles should be clear. Unit of measurement. Current cost accounting techniques take the assumption that money is the unit of measurement. Value of assets and liabilities. In current cost accounting technique, assets and liabilities are shown in the balance sheet at their current values, not on historical cost. Depreciation of fixed assets. In this method, depreciation of fixed assets calculated on their value or current value, not on original cost. Value of inventory. In this method, inventory is not valued on the basis of cost or market price, whichever is less. The inventory consumed should be valued at their replacement cost. Cost of goods sold. In this method, cost of goods sold is valued on the basis of price prevailing at the time of consumption and not at the time of purchase. Revaluation reserve account. Surplus arising due to revaluation of fixed asset should be transferred to revaluation reserve account. Amount in revaluation reserve account is not available for the distribution as dividend. Annual accounts. Under CCA method, a company annual accounts will include profit and loss account, appropriation account, statement of changes in the net equity. Advantage of accounting for price level changes: more realistic and accurate picture of profitability. If inflation accounting is used, it provides more realistic and accurate picture of profitability, better projections, make accounting profits and economic profits same, more realistic and true and fair view of the financial position, correct calculation of the return on capital, help in pricing decision, solve the problem of inadequacy of funds, depicts the true and fair view of the financial position, enables to maintain real capital, meaningful comparisons, proper information for decision making, improve its social image, replacement of assets, and realistic price for its shares. These are the advantages which are provided by the inflation accounting.
Advantages of accounting for price level changes. Due to this accounting, more realistic and accurate picture of profitability is presented. The traditional method of accounting does not reveal real profits at the time of inflation or deflation. Accounting for changing price level present more realistic view of its profitability, as under this system current revenues are matched with current cost. Better projections. Accounting for changing price levels provide the business with better projections that can be made for analyzing proposals related with replacement of assets, new capital expenditures, etc. Make accounting profits and economic profits same. In inflation accounting, depreciation charged on current values of assets, and it enables the firms to show accounting profits more close to economic profits. More realistic and true and fair view of the financial position. Statement of financial position or balance sheet provides true and fair view of financial position in inflationary accounting because the assets are shown at current values and not on distorted values as in historical cost.
Correct calculation of return on capital. Accounting for changing price level, current costs are used for calculation of percentage of return on capital. Thus, return on capital calculated under this method will be more meaningful to the users. Helpful in pricing decision. In accounting for changing price level, current costs are used for pricing decision of a product. This provides more realistic price. Solve problem of inadequacy of funds. In current cost accounting, the problem of inadequacy of funds does not arise as the provision for depreciation on fixed asset is calculated on the basis of current cost and the value of inventory for replacement are made on the basis of current cost. Thus, the amount so far reserved will be equal to the funds required for the purpose of replacement. Depicts the true and fair view of financial position. The problem of non-reporting of true and fair view will be solved as it depicts true and fair view of financial position of a concern as current value of the items are considered in preparation of balance sheet. It enables to maintain real capital. Inflationary accounting enables a company to maintain its real capital. This system avoids payment of dividends, tax out of capital. Meaningful comparisons. Accounting for changing price level make possible the comparative study of enterprises set up at different periods, proper information for decision making, accounting for changing price level changes, provide accurate financial information to various interested parties. Stakeholders such as investors, employees, and the public at large are not misled by inflated book profits because inflation accounting shows more elastic profits. The financial statements prepared on the basis of price level accounting also improve social image of the business. Replacement of assets. It helps the enterprise to replace the assets when required with more ease as depreciation is charged on current value of asset. Realistic price for its shares. Accounting for changing price level changes provides realistic price for shares. It is important to have the knowledge of limitations of inflation accounting or price level accounting. It is not sufficient to measure the changes in prices. Further, it is affected by personal preferences, not suitable for income tax purposes. It is never-ending process. Many calculations and complications are in this system. It is based on adoption of proper conversion method. These are the limitations under this method. Not sufficient to measure the changes in prices. In price level accounting, the financial statements prepared under conventional accounting system is adjusted based on single price index. The single index cannot be sufficient to measure the changes in prices in all financial items. Personal preferences. In price level accounting, the adjusted measures are based on assumption and these assumptions are dependent on personal preferences. Not suitable for income tax purposes. The statements prepared after adjusting values recorded in terms of historical cost concept are not accepted by tax authorities. Depreciation charged on current values of fixed asset is not acceptable under the Income Tax Act 1961. Never-ending process. In present scenario, economies are characterized by constantly upward rising prices. So the problem of adjusting of accounts to these price changes becomes a constant feature for the present accounting world. Thus, it will become a never-ending problem and remaining unresolved for period. Many calculations and complex. Price level accounting involves many calculations and these calculations make financial statements complicated and confusing. Thus, inflation accounting is a complicated, confusing, and time-consuming process based on adoption of proper conversion method. Inflation accounting depends heavily on the selection of proper conversion method. Normally, people may convert the items on the basis most suited to them. This results in failure of price level accounting.
So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. Accounting is known as language of business. It is necessary for every business concerned to present true and fair view of the operating and financial position of the concern. Changing price level made nonsense to present the financial statements on historical cost basis. For the solution of problems related with historical costing, accounting for changing price level has been suggested. Thank you.